The Gaslight District might just well be the spiritual successor to Gravity Falls that we have been looking for nearly 10 years now. And I say that because we have, oh look at this, a family dynamic that is horribly screwed up. We have tons of codes and mysteries all playing out towards the end of the world. I mean, the end of the world has already technically happened, but according to the trailer and one of those blink and you miss it moments, we have a clue saying that when a human is born of an angel's egg, everything will come to an end. But when we look at things, it's very clear that Melancholy is the human in question. So what the heck is going on? Obviously, we're missing a ton of context, but before the first episode for the Gaslight District drops, I think it's high time that we have a little bit of theorizing. Hi there, everyone. Lars here from Camille's Harem, not just a podcast for novice writers by novice writers, but also a YouTube channel by novice writers for novice writers. Because writing is adventure, it's more fun with friends, and sometimes that fun includes saying things that might age like spoiled milk or age like exceedingly fine wine. And maybe I have just half a leg to stand on in terms of glitch production shows, because I called out Absolute Solver long before most other people were, right after the pilot for Murder Drones aired. Granted, I did get it wrong what it all meant. I thought it was a program that was being utilized by a hacker who wanted to usurp the drones from the control of J.C. Jensen in space. But hey, I was paying attention. I noticed Absolute Solver before most other people and was already theorizing about it. So, let's buckle in. During the most recent live stream, where we were looking at this trailer bit by bit, chunk by chunk, frame by frame, I was throwing out tons of ideas of what could possibly be happening within this show. And I have to admit that after sleeping on it a little bit, I realized that a lot of my ideas were absolutely wrong. And in fact, probably the most simple of answers, and easily one of the most powerful, was right before my eyes. Already, this trailer gave away something very important to the plot. And it is this. Ken the Butcher knows exactly who and what Melancholy is. He is the man that we see in red with the really cool uniform and the wicked cleaver going up against an angel and killing it. He was sent to get this egg, get rid of it, destroy the child, but when he discovered that it already hatched, that there was a little beautiful girl inside, he's like, nah, I'm not gonna do any of that. This cold-hearted killer and member of the mafia decided to adopt this little girl and bring her into the family. Now, he might have done this simply because he felt sorry for her, or it could be because he realized, hey, there's some potential power in this girl. What if we were to have her? What kinds of opportunities would this unlock? And very likely, it's a combination of the two. We get this really brief shot of Melancholy and Ken sharing a little pinky promise, and while he looks upset with her, it's clear that there is a familial relationship between the two of them. And the pictures all seem to show that he does indeed care for her. Now, why would he want to hold onto a baby that could very easily bring about the doom and destruction of the Gaslight District? A fragment of the world, as we are told, where there's only really less than 10,000 people of original Earth left, and they don't look human. They've been corrupted by whatever happened, and death apparently doesn't matter all that much if you know how to slime your way out of it. Why would he then hold on to a girl who is potentially a dangerous weapon, or at the very least, a monumental catalyst for change? Like I said, I think it's going to be a combination of sympathy, which grows into love, and also opportunity. Within this trailer, we see that there are these crows that follow the angels. And we got that one crow that's got the halo. I think that that could very well be an angel in disguise, and that the crows are meant to accompany the angels roundabout wherever they go, and that they are looking for Melancholy. And this is something that I believe is even known to Ken. We get a brief shot within the trailer of a bunch of files being burned along with the picture of Melancholy with one of the angels. Ooh. I think that Ken knows a whole lot more about the nature of the angels and Melancholy than he is going to be letting on. While Melancholy is trying to search for who and what she really is, Ken the Butcher already knows. And what he wants is Melancholy's connection to the crows, connected to the angels, connected to Lost Paradise. Ha ha! There we have it on the map at the very end of the trailer. Right here, I believe, is what Ken wants to do in terms of his whole mafia shtick, his play for power, if I am correct in my thinking that there's a mish of motivations for why he's been holding on to Melancholy. Because very likely, based on what we see from the footage in the trailer, Lost Paradise seems to kind of be above everything else. This more heaven-like area where the air is clean, you can see the stars, things look a whole lot cleaner, way better repair. It's probably the upper crust of what remains of Earth's society. And these mobsters who are living in the guts of a whale really want to get up there. And Melancholy is their ticket. However, remember what I said about there being that sympathy that Ken is like, oh, it's just this cute little girl, and I can't bring myself to kill her, and then he makes her part of the crime family? What I think is going to happen is that Ken is going to agree with Melancholy that he's going to make her part of whatever big deal he's got going on, hence the whole pinky promise. And you know what, kid, I'm going to help you figure out who you are and where you come from because you're just so different from the rest of us. Sure, kid, sure. The plan is, you know what, we are going to take Melancholy up to Lost Paradise for our big deal, but Ken gets killed. This is my theory. This is where I think that things are really going to come off the rails and how the story actually moves forward. That we're going to get to see the life of Melancholy and the gang, how everything's all great as they go around picking up people who haven't paid their dues, strapping cement blocks to them and plopping them into the water to drown them. All of that good mafia jazz is going to be happening. They're going to be one great big crime family. Life is going to be perfect, except that Melancholy, of course, again wants to know who and what she is. And like I said, Ken has promised that after one big job, he is going to reveal everything to her, or at least he's going to help her figure out who and what she is. But at the very end of the trailer, we get a shot of, well, someone getting shot and blood splattering across the family picture. The family is going to be broken up. Ken will be the one who at the very center, who's kind of holding everything together or holding things back, will be gone. And Melancholy is going to be cut loose, trying to figure out, again, what the heck is going on? Trying to figure out now who killed Ken. And everyone within her family is going to be suspect in some kind of way because they are in the know. And it's very likely Mud who is the one who has destroyed all of the documentation that could prove who and what Melancholy is. And so she's going to have to go on an adventure which will lead to her getting teleported, as we've seen in the trailer, to Lost Paradise, where it will be revealed that there is yet another human to be born and that we will learn what Ken did and why Ken was killed. So, that is right now my current working theory for where this show is going to go. We're going to get to see Ken taking away Melancholy, killing the angel, bringing her into the mafia family. We get to see the big bad crime family. Everything's all happy until it isn't when Ken gets killed, and Melancholy is cut loose to try to figure out who and what she is and figure out who killed Ken and why, and the answers are all up on Lost Paradise, where we'll get to learn that maybe even this whole prophecy about how one child will be born and that will then bring about the destruction of the Gaslight District, now that there's two, maybe everything that we've known up until this point is a lie. In proper good Gravity Falls fashion, which is again why I think that this show could be the spiritual successor to Gravity Falls that we've been looking for. But those are my thoughts and my theory currently based on everything that we've seen here in this trailer. I want to hear your thoughts, your theories for what we can expect in the very first episode, and I'll be ready to eat all of my words once we've seen it. But until we get to see what secrets, mysteries, and adventures are in store for us, if you would like to support the work that we do here at Camille's Harem, then please subscribe if you haven't already done so, and click the bell icon to receive notifications, especially for when we drop our own review and analysis for the premiere episode of the Gaslight District. And if you'd like to go even further, which we would absolutely love it, and support us even more, then please check out the books that we have published. Links for them are in the description below. We are looking forward to analyzing the writing and effort that has gone into this brand new series. I am ready to get blown away. This is going to be fun, and I hope that you are going to come along on this ride with us. So until the next video, y'all, keep on riding, stay away from the mafia, don't let yourself get some cement boots and put into the water. It sucks. Take it from me. Until the next time, y'all, tschüss.